Cricket has seen centuries, comebacks, miracles. But today, it witnessed something else. A storm. A demolition. An Ashes test that did not survive even 2 days. Australia versus England. The oldest rivalry in the sport. But what happened today has shaken cricket to its core. Welcome to Cricket Reloaded. Tonight, we break down the test that ended faster than anyone imagined. The records shattered. The reactions across the world. And what this means for the Ashes.
Steve, is that the best knock you've ever seen?
No, it's not. Not even close.
Oh, I mean, it's got to be right up there. Wow, that was incredible to witness. We came off at the tea break and we were umming and ahhing who to put up top, and Hetty was like, I'll do it, I should do it. And I was like, go for it. We didn't like how things functioned in the first innings with Marn going up top and me batting 3. And
the first Ashes test of the 2025-26 series, played under the scorching Western Australian sun, was supposed to be a battle. Instead, it became a massacre. England won the toss. They batted first. And the collapse began early. They managed only 172 runs in the first innings. A total that showed promise, but not dominance. Then came Australia's reply. But the English bowlers fought back. They bowled Australia out for just 132 runs. Suddenly, the match was alive. England had a 40-run lead. But Test cricket has a way of changing shape. In minutes. And England's second innings became the turning point. England collapsed again. This time to 164 runs. Mitchell Starc, relentless, destructive, broke through their middle order like a warm blade through butter. And then came the chase. 205 runs for Australia to win. A tricky fourth innings target. A pressure chase. Or at least, it should have been. But one man changed that.
Guides it! And gets the 100! Short, just 69 balls, but oh so sweet for Travis Head.
Travis Head walked out to open the innings. A role he wasn't supposed to play. A role forced by injuries. But what followed was one of the most destructive Ashes knocks of all time. Head scored 123 runs off 83 balls. A strike rate of over 145. In a test match fourth innings chase. The crowd couldn't believe it. Commentators ran out of superlatives. Even Australia's dressing room smiled in disbelief. Head reached 50 off 36 balls. 60 off 54 balls. And a 69-ball century. One of the fastest ever scored in Ashes history. He treated England's bowlers not like Ashes rivals, but like helpless bowling machines. Boundaries flew. Pull shots crackled. Cover drives screamed to the fence. By the time he was dismissed, Australia were already inches from victory. Head didn't just play an innings. He changed the match. And maybe even the series. But behind every brilliant chase, there is a bowler who set the stage. Mitchell Starc. A veteran. A warrior. A left-arm legend. He took 10 wickets in the match. His swing, his pace, his angles. England never settled. The old ball, the new ball, the hard ball, the soft ball. Starc made all of them dance. He ripped out England's resistance in both innings. Every spell felt like a warning. Every ball felt like a threat. And today, he became one of the only left-arm pacers to claim 100 Ashes wickets. Starc didn't just bowl. He dominated.
confident stroke there. Edge and gone! Yes, the juggle from Karaja. Mitchell Starc, it's not first ball, but he's the first over, the first day, the first test.
Oh, has he got him? He has! Mitch Starc, he gets it right!
And while Australia celebrated, England faced a storm of criticism. Former cricketers slammed the batting approach. Pundits called it reckless, unprepared, and even embarrassing. Some media outlets described the collapse as shambolic, disorganized, mentally fragile. Player ratings from ex-players were brutal. England's top order received some of the lowest scores of the decade. Their shot selection came under fire. Their body language was called defeated even before the end. One headline read, "Australia didn't win this test. England handed it to them." The pressure is building. And the first test has already cracked England's confidence.
When did you first get wind that Usman was having some trouble sleeping with his back, and how did that play out from your perspective? Obviously, you're in the top order, but in terms of sort of the upheaval there.
I didn't know about it until the 9th wicket, when he still had maybe 10 minutes or so, because he spent time off the field. I think he had a back spasm there the second time he came off, so we got caught off guard a little bit with obviously the wickets falling pretty quickly, the back end there. It's just unfortunate that was the case. He'll manage that overnight and see how we're at tomorrow.
Sorry, do you know how it came about? Are there any inkling of that?
No idea.
This Ashes test wasn't just a match. It was a chapter of history. Here are the records broken and created. 1. Fastest Ashes test in 100+ years. The match ended inside 2 days. A phenomenon almost unheard of in modern test cricket. 2. Travis Head's lightning century. His 69-ball 100 is one of the fastest in Ashes history. One of the fastest by a test opener. One of the fastest fourth innings centuries ever. 3. Head's strike rate record. A test knock at 145 plus strike rate in the fourth innings. Pure madness. 4. Starc's Ashes milestone. Starc crossed 100 wickets in Ashes cricket. A milestone only a handful of bowlers have reached. 5. England's dual collapse. England became one of the few teams in Ashes history to be bowled out twice inside 200 runs. In the same test. Inside 2 days. 6. Australia's run rate insanity. Australia chased 205 at nearly 7 runs per over. A run rate almost more fitting for T20 cricket than Test cricket. This wasn't just dominance. It was a message.
A win for Australia. A remarkable win, a memorable win, perhaps a famous win. On the back of Mitchell Starc setting it up with 10 wickets.
So, what now? The Ashes is a long series. But momentum can decide everything. With this win, Australia lead 1-0. Their confidence is sky high. Their bowlers look lethal. Their batting looks fearless. Travis Head has emerged as a series-defining force. For England, their technique is under scrutiny. Their temperament is doubted. Their batting order looks fragile. Their media pressure has tripled. Their Ashes campaign is already hanging by a thread. But if there is anything the Ashes has taught us, it's this. Momentum can shift suddenly. England will need discipline, composure, and courage to fight back.
We've been in situations where we have been behind series before, and it's our attitude that I think stands out, that allows us to move on to the next game through good and through bad. We're a very good team at, I think, dealing with emotions when we need to think about what we got coming up next. I'm a pretty level-headed person in terms of, you know, success and failure. So, yeah, I'll wake up in the morning, still be incredibly disappointed, but all of my focus and all of my energy will be going into getting the group back up, and moving our, you know, thoughts and what we need to do onto Brisbane.
The opening Ashes test ended not in a battle, but in a storm. Australia ruthless, England shaken, and the cricket world stunned. This is just the beginning. More fire, more tension, more history awaits. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more dramatic cricket coverage. Right here on Cricket Reloaded. Until then, stay passionate and stay in the game.